Most people will never be poor because they're lazy. They'll be poor because they were almost right and still missed. They'll buy Bitcoin, they'll stack a little, they'll hold until they don't. Then one day, well, a headline, a price drop, a whisper of it's over, and they sell. Now, not because they didn't believe, but because they never understood. Because here's the truth, no one tells you. 0.01 worth of Bitcoin, which is 1 million Satoshis, is not a small stack. It's a psychological test, and almost everyone fails. Now, I just quickly want to chuck this in here. This is a free course of mine, and it's called Sovereign by Design. Now, if you want to come and check this out, what I'll do is link this down in the description below. See, you've been trained to think in dollars, to measure progress by how much something is worth today. So when you stack $1,000 worth of Bitcoin and it goes sideways or even down, you think, what's the point? But that's the trap. Now, fiat taught you to chase motion, but Bitcoin forces you to master stillness. And in that gap between movement and meaning, well, that's where most people fail. Because they think stacking sats is about growing wealth, when really it's about shedding dependence. See, the 0.01 Bitcoin trap isn't that it's too little, it's that it feels too little. It feels forgettable, disposable, like something you can trade, or time, or optimize. But what it actually is a ticket out of the system, and if you hold it long enough, to matter. Now, the trap is believing that value is visible, because here's what millions don't realise until it's too late, and that is the less it feels like freedom today, the more it becomes freedom tomorrow. See, remember when Bitcoin was $100? People laughed at stacking. They mocked 0.01, 1 million Satoshis, as irrelevant. But then it hit $1,000, $10,000, then $60,000. And believe it or not, we're still early. But guess what? Well, the trap didn't disappear, it just evolved. And now it whispers, you missed it, it's too late. What difference does 1 million Satoshis really make? But that's the same voice that kept them broke the first time. Because the game never changes, but the crowd always mocks before the miracle. They always doubt before the detonation, and they always sell before the system collapses. So, let's go ahead and break this illusion. 0.01 worth of Bitcoin isn't just a number. It's a line in the sand. It's where your money stops melting. It's where your future stops being borrowed. And it's where your sovereignty begins. Now, you're not just stacking for a return, you're stacking to stop leaking. Because in a world where money can be frozen, accounts can be censored, and savings can be diluted overnight, well, the smallest secure stack becomes the loudest no you'll ever say. And most people will never say it. They'll sell before it's obvious. They'll exit before it gets expensive. Then they'll look back and realise they didn't lose because they were wrong, they lost because they flinched too soon. See, the trap isn't about how much you stack, it's about how long you're willing to hold something you don't yet understand. Now, 0.01 worth of Bitcoin, 1 million Satoshis, isn't a get-rich bet. It's an I see what's coming bet. And if you're early, if you hold, and if you stay quiet while the world shouts, well, you won't need to prove anything later, because the system will collapse in slow motion, and your stack, well, it'll stand untouched. So don't let the size fool you. Don't let the boredom scare you. And don't let the trap win. Stack small, hold long, exit quiet. And when the dust settles, you won't just own 0.01 worth of Bitcoin, you'll own your future. Now, I just quickly want to chuck this in here as well. I recently started a Facebook, so if you enjoy watching my content and you do have a Facebook account, come through and give me a follow. Now, if you've made it this far and if you're not too sure what to watch next, well, I have this playlist for you just here, which you can go ahead and binge watch if you enjoy watching my content, or if you just want a quick single little video, you can watch this one just here, recommended to you by YouTube.